welcome or welcome back to Tarot AF. So today I've got another pick a card reading for you guys on animal spirit messages. So this is going to be the advice for the current situation you may be dealing with or the energy space that you are in. And it's all through our lovely animal friends. So today I have 7 piles for you guys to pick from. I'm not going to have them numbered. I'm just going to have them via the animal that is on top, the crystal on top. So I will tell you which animals are out, which player you can pick today. So we have got duck, we've got the jade duck pile, we've got the amethyst butterfly, we have the opalite dragon, we have the rose quartz elephant, we have the little whale that isn't actually a crystal, but I love it. We have the opalite penguin, and we also have the quartz bear just there too. So if you've never been to a pick a card reading before, hello, welcome. What you can do, you can see which animal is drawing you, and what I do is I post the times in the box below with a little emoji so you know which one is which, and then I will meet you there at your reading. I will see you then. Bye. Hello, my glorious friends of the butterfly pile. So if you picked the amethyst butterfly, then these are your oracle cards and this is your tarot here. So firstly, we're going to look at the gazelle. So this is the energy space that you might currently be in, that you may feel stuck in. And then the phoenix over here is the energy that spirit, your animal spirit guides, want you to kind of embody, so the phoenix there. So with the gazelle, I feel like at the moment you could feel, and I think gazelle of quite light, but I like jumping around, but I feel like that's a busy mind. I feel like you've got a lot of a noise and there's this kind of hyper awareness looking out for the next obstacle, as it were, and just being hyper vigilant in that sense of fears and anxieties kind of running wild. And actually it feels like it's such a, at the moment, it feels like for you, you're kind of going through life expecting something to happen, as in something that might knock you off course, which may not always be the case. Sometimes you may just be chilling in the savannah, eating some grass, and then it's just like, oh, okay, I need to be on my guard. And it feels like a very defensive energy where you just feel on the back foot at the moment. And what Spirit is saying, clarified by this 5 of Pentacles here, is maybe for some of you, in terms of your stability and security in whatever sense you feel that, maybe it's in terms of a relationship, a love relationship, or it could be in terms of career, finances, or it could just be your general sensation to the world. It feels like for some of you, or most of you, that a door has been closed, a door feels like it's been firmly shut in your face, and you just can't really see the next opening, the next avenue. So you're kind of in this time where you're trying to expect all this energy coming towards you, but actually feeling stuck in this in-between place. I feel like with the butterfly there, it's like the stages of the egg, caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. You're kind of in this middle stage where you're not quite feeling safe in the cocoon of, okay, now I can transform. And you're not yet like turn caterpillar, wrapping yourself. It feels like you don't feel like you have any clear definition in one aspect of your life. I'm not saying that all of your kind of life feels like that, but what Spirit is saying is that if you felt like you've been in there, you now, and if you haven't quite found your way out, find your way out of the groove, it's time to karmically shift that and transform as the phoenix rising from the ashes. And this also, gazelle is fire energy, so maybe you're a fire sign as well, so you could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. You don't have to be, but also the phoenix as well is all about that fire. But we've also got the Page of Swords here as well, so we could be looking at a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, but you don't have to have those placements in your chart at all. But generally, in terms of energy, the phoenix, Spirit is saying, like the butterfly as well, it's transformative energy, and you are very, very capable of doing this, of rising out of the kind of destruction. So in whatever way you feel that, like whatever you feel like has died, like had a door slam, that kind of thing, whatever energy you feel like has been cut off from you, you can now rise from that and rebuild that energy and transform in your own way. And Spirit is saying, like, the Eight of Pentacles, if you are putting in that hard work, that direction to something new, or you feel like you're in those stages where, yeah, I know I'm gonna work hard towards this, every single hour that you put in, every ounce of your diligence, your prudence, your hard work is going to pay off. And this is your time for, you know, just I feel like it's almost woodpecker energy is what I'm hearing. Like, you just know if you continue to tap on that door that's closed, or a new window, whatever it is that you see, because of the Ace of Cups, we've got this new opportunity coming in for emotional growth and emotional stability. And this is Spirit's way of really asking you to connect with your full heart and with what you love, and ultimately drink as deeply as you want. And this feels like a very fortuitous moment in time, but actually it's the fruits of your labor, of working hard and knowing that whatever it is you are going to dedicate to transforming yourself. And this is peaceful energy as well. And with the Seven of Cups, you may think right now, or because maybe if you feel like you're in that gazelle energy of kind of ready for anything, there is strength in that too. So I'm not saying that that is a bad thing. Gazelles can also be, like I said at the beginning, light and flexible, versatile, and that is what Spirit's asking you to be, because there may feel like there's quite a lot of roads at the moment because you're in this period of in between, like, I could go do anything, or what emotionally do I want to do? Because you know that it's got to come from an emotional, intuitive place now, your next steps forward to connect with the magic and what you want to do, and to really feel that kind of lust for life. Like, and with the Seven of Cups in reverse, I feel like you will know this Ace of Cups moment when it comes at you, whether it's an idea or an emotional pull, whatever it is, there is going to be such unity and concord with that, just that rare connection. Maybe it's with someone else, like I said, it could be a commitment, a relationship, but for most people I get that it's in terms of Pentacles, the sensational world of maybe career, home life, that kind of stability. And with the Seven of Cups, you are going to know it, even if you feel like there's a lot of options on the table. Some of them might be a bit illusionary and that kind of thing, but sometimes our dreams and desires loom so large, especially when we're at this point where our foundation is still there, but we know we've got to build ourselves up and we can go anywhere and be anything. And that's the excitement of life, isn't it? Trust in the magic of life. But with the Page of Swords, this is light energy. So whatever you, and that is your gazelle as well, and whatever you decide to do, and you know, in your mind, you have this time to play with your thoughts, play with different ideas, and really see which one works for you. This is like your foundations, like we were saying, your building blocks. It's like you're building a Lego house or like a tower, and just seeing like which aspects of your life feel like they align to this new awakening. Because I do feel like in some sense, all of my senses are going, maybe you feel like you're opening up to the magic of spirit or the universe, and that maybe this Five of Pentacles has actually been a kind of maybe alarm bell kind of wake up call for some of you of, oh, okay, actually, whatever was shut off, that energy, maybe you're actually quite surprised at how you don't actually align with that. And actually it took that door to be shut for you to realize that actually it wasn't as fulfilling as you thought it had been. And actually that lack of known security has actually opened you up to new ideas, or maybe you will look back on that and feel that energy too. But with this Page of Swords, this is your opportunity to find this new way of thinking, new way of framing around whatever aspect it is, maybe career, home, relationships, and really know that you are co-creating your rise, as it were. So Spirit wants to bring the Ace of Cups, these different emotional energies, these new ideas to you as well, and follow your intuition in it, really, is what I'm hearing for you guys. Trust in the magic of life, and that you may not always get what you want, but you will get what you need, as the stones say. But with this Phoenix, it's such a beautiful energy, and I am literally, because of magic and the phoenix, I'm thinking of Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets when Fawkes comes, and keeps on rising. And it's just that cyclical nature of life. Like, if we get knocked down, we'll again, another song, we'll always get back up again. And you have the power to transform this energy, because you are in charge of your life. You have free will, and it may seem at the moment like there may be a lot of different paths and you're really not sure where to go, but trust that it will come to you, because you've faced blocks in the road before, or obstacles, or doors closed. Even if they haven't felt as hard as this one, trust that you have everything within you, and you are being guided as well to transform and to rise out of it, and create the life and create the world that you want to see for yourself. So my beautiful transformative friends of the amethyst butterflies, I am going to leave this reading here with you guys. I hope it resonated. I hope there was some useful advice or some reassurance there, but I am sending so much love. Don't give up with this Eight of Pentacles. Keep going. Trust that every single bit of effort that you are putting in is going to come back to you tenfold. I'm sending so much love to you all. I'd love to see you again. If you'd like to see me, please do hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I hope to see you there. Bye. Hello, my glorious friends of the whale pile. So if you picked the whale, then this is going to be your reading. So firstly, we have the crow, which is your current energy state, and we've also got the moth, which is what spirit and animal spirit guides want you to kind of frame and almost transform into in some ways, or tap into more of that energy. Not that you have to transform fully, because the crow is an extremely powerful person, and that is what you guys are ultimately. And with the crow, this is someone who you may even feel like you can see unseen things, like maybe you are clairvoyant in some way, clear seeing, and you know, maybe you have psychic abilities, or just really trust the kind of mysticism and your intuition in that way. It feels like you encompass, because crow is the sign of magic. It is a very powerful symbol. Maybe you feel like you usually have quite a strong vision for yourself and maybe your journey and that kind of thing. And we have a lot of air energy here, but we've also got some fire. So in terms of air signs, we could be looking at a Libra, a Gemini, or Aquarius. And with the King of Wands, so fire, we are looking at Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But you do not have to have those placements in your chart. It's more just kind of energy that we're tapping into. But with the crow, sometimes when you are such an intuitive person, and you may because it takes so much out of you, especially being that kind of empathic kind of spirit, and sometimes you can feel ungrounded, and especially when other people's thoughts really overpower you, or even your own fears and anxieties. With this Ten of Swords here, it feels like you may have suffered a kind of a death to your thoughts, in that way of, it feels like there is maybe potentially a lot of melodrama around you, or you just feel like actually it's much more serious than that, and actually you don't feel like you can muddle through this area that you feel like you're on. Maybe you feel like you're completely knocked for six in some ways, and you just can't see a way to get back up again from this thought situation. But my lovely friend, Spirit is saying, especially with the moth here, and what energy to tap into, that life is full of obstacles, and you know that as well, being the crow, you have this sense. But I feel like at the moment your vision seems really clouded. For someone who is clear seeing, like we've just said, I feel like in some ways you feel off-footing, ungrounded with this think on your feet fox spirit here as well. And Spirit is saying, like, life, you know, everyone feels this and knows this and is going through different situations. So that will resonate with you, how I don't feel like I need to layer on different different situations that this Ten of Swords may be. It's a very real energy where your fears and anxieties and your thoughts feel like they're on top of you and you can't muddle through, and it just feels like you're stuck in the mud. And with this moth energy, Spirit is saying to tap into that whimsical side of you, that life throws obstacles, but you can always try and find the light, even in the darkness. I think about moths drawn to flames, and with this sun here, and also this King of Wands energy, and also the star as well, light-giving entities or people or that kind of creative spirit. That is what Spirit is asking you to tap into. And please know that the moth spirit is always looking for that greener side, that even if life has ups and downs, that there is always hope and optimism. And Spirit is asking you to, even if you can't see the light currently, trust that, even if you're just kind of directing stuff out into the darkness and just you don't quite know where it is, that actually you have so much light within you. And I'm getting Hermit energy, I'm hearing Hermit, in terms of when you fan your internal light and take that time away from things that are depleting your resources in that way or making you feel ungrounded, and connecting to this childlike energy of the Six of Cups. This is all about happy memories, but also kind of your deep roots, and looking at the world with that childlike curiosity. Even though you are this strong King of Wands who is an established, creative, impulsive, maybe sometimes intuitive person, artistic, charismatic, all of those things, you are established in that, and an authority over those things, and that's fine. But it doesn't hurt to see the world through that moth or childlike lens, where everything, every person, every experience, you don't layer what has happened to you on top of that. Try and look at it with fresh eyes, because everything and everyone is sent to you as an assignment from the divine or from the universe. And each time you meet someone or whatever, no matter what's happened to you, don't put the fears and anxieties of what that person may do to you, or a situation as you walk in of what might happen. Trust that this is a new experience, and live in this present moment. And maybe with the crow, maybe it's actually trying to look too far ahead and trying to and actually not live in the moment-to-moment gratification. But with the King of Wands, you are such a strong person, like I've just said, and actually you are an instigator of your change and have so much of that intuitive light, that fire within you. And I feel like you've got a fire lit in your belly, and you can burn through this situation and follow your intuition, even if sometimes you feel like maybe you can't see the whole picture, or you may sometimes feel like it doesn't lead you in the right direction. Trust that by connecting with this childlike curiosity and connecting with the joy again in the sun, that you are going to be drawn to the right path for you, the right light for you. Because with this sun energy, it's not only childlike joy and equilibrium and harmony, but it's also that kind of wisdom and spiritual awareness, and that's what innately I think you are as an individual, and I think you are. But sometimes it does get dark and it does get on top of us. Life does. Little things, little conversations that we have really get under our skin. But you do have the ability to shake that off. And remember that a lot of these swords may be other people's. What they maybe have done to you, preconceptions that you have been given or handed, fears and anxieties layered on top of you. Like, for instance, my mum is terrified of heights, and I'm not, but whenever I now go up heights, I can hear her voice in my head being like, oh, don't be too close to the edge. But actually I'm fine and I'm okay with it, but there's still that part where I'm like, that is one of her thoughts, one of her fears and anxieties layered on top of me. And you can flip the switch, because you know intuitively what is actually going on inside of you. That is the most important light to follow. And with this star, again, this is guidance, this is serenity and hope. And be hopeful that in whatever way, even if you can't see the plan, the way out of it at the moment, that you will be guided out of the situation. Pour your faith and your hope and your serenity in that. It's the intention and the belief that that is it. And also with the fox spirit, don't get bogged down in the nitty gritty. It's kind of that with the star, it's kind of this still awareness and hope that things are going to happen. It's not, I've got to jump from object to object and really, like the moth maybe, really kind of flitting around and everything. It's actually like, you can fly your course, fly in a direction, and trust that things are going to come to you. And think on your feet. You may not know where the light's going to come from, so just be aware to follow it when you see it. And yes, my lovely friend, Spirit is going to be sending you this light. And I mean, like, these are major things happening for you, major pulls of joy and hope, especially after this situation. And really with the Six of Cups, there are a lot of people in your life, maybe from childhood, maybe family, that kind of thing, or just really rare soul connections where you feel on a really emotional level, your chosen family, whoever they are, who want to support you and help you, and you can lean into their love as well, and that will kind of create a cocoon for you in order for you to really feel like you can tap into your natural ability of being this instigator of change in the King of Wands. So my glorious friends of the whale pile, I'm going to leave this reading there for you guys today. I really hope it resonated. I hope the advice was useful and maybe reassuring as well. I really hope to see you guys again. If you'd like to see me, please do hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I hope to see you then. Bye. Hello, my glorious friends of the penguin pile. So if you picked the penguin opalite crystal, then this reading is going to be for you. So firstly, we'll look at Firefly and Scorpion. So the Firefly is the energy that you may currently be in, coming out of, or the kind of situation that you feel stuck in. And the Scorpion is how Spirit and how the animal spirit guides would like you to transform this energy, or what energy you kind of need to tap into, or they would advise you tap into. So with the Firefly, this is air energy, so you could have air placements in your charts, but I actually see a lot more fire and water. So in terms of air, it could be a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra. And with the Scorpion, we're looking at Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And with, I'm actually hearing Scorpio because of Scorpion, and that would indicate the Knight of Cups as well, the water energy, which we could be looking at a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. So I feel like with the Firefly, so the energy that you may be currently stuck in with this Five of Cups here as well, framing that for me, I feel like you could feel that maybe there was this emotional experience or emotional opportunity for growth. Maybe I'm even hearing for some people a relationship or something which felt really light and really drew you to it. But I feel like maybe it burnt out or fizzled almost as quickly as it came around. Maybe for some people, but maybe some people it was a longer flame in that sense. But with the Firefly, it feels either way, you feel it's gone before it should have, and this change or whatever it is, it was really light and really drew you to it and felt like it brought you out of something, maybe brought you out of fears and anxieties in this Nine of Swords. But with this Five of Cups, it feels like you're in this stage where you are kind of going through this scale of grief, because it's not a step-by-step program. One day you can feel angry, one day you can feel bargaining, sometimes you can be like, yeah, fine, whatever, I'm over it, I'm moving forward, I want to release it. Some days you could feel in denial, and you just do this back and forth. And with the Scorpion of what energy to really tap into, this is all about that, is that there is something underlying that is causing friction within you, and you know what that is, that sting, that fire that you want to let out and burst out. And it's kind of that unrest within yourself, because I don't think you are that person who wants to go around and sting or anything like that. I think with the Scorpion energy, it's much more that honesty and forgiveness will feel like it brings you back. So if you do feel like it was fleeting, if maybe you don't feel like you were given a shot emotionally in something, or if a relationship, like I said, fizzled out or something like that, and you need to bring honesty to the situation and say how that made you feel, the Scorpion energy is asking that in order for you to feel this release and this release from this unrest, that and to fully transform kind of the energy that you're in and release the situation, so then you can move forward, that you do have an honest conversation about it, especially if you feel like you're in this Nine of Swords where your fears and anxieties, but actually it's mainly other people's fears and anxieties, are giving you this kind of living insomnia of, what did I do wrong? Why didn't I get this? I feel like that is your internal dialogue at the moment, just on repeat. Like you just feel like there's all of these different voices in your head, maybe even other people's thoughts and opinions about this situation, that you are just desperately trying to take out all of those swords, but actually internally maybe no one's even asking how you feel, for some people, is what I'm hearing. And it's so difficult because no one can know fully. People may be empathetic or understand because they had something similar, but it is different for everyone, and different stages for everyone, and how we react. And the Queen of Wands is here to kind of tell you that you have, and I feel like you have, been through a lot of emotional traumas, maybe experiences in your life, but despite all of that, despite whatever stings may be in your tail or bees in your bonnet is what I'm hearing for some people, no matter what that is, your fire, your passion, your thirst for life, and your thirst for a better future and for a light that sustains is coming to you. And also, you are that energy, and like attracts like, and you are above all a good, distinguished person who has that just do it mentality, and your light can burn through all these other different fears and anxiety projections that are putting in on top of you, because you can bring love to this situation instead of looking through the world through the lens of fear, which maybe you feel like you may have got caught up in, which is not your natural state, or you feel like people around you have been living in that lens. You can flip that switch, flip it to the lens of love, and trust that it's not going to be easy, but you can absolutely follow your heart and know that whatever has happened to you, whatever this emotional experience, this emotional loss that you have kind of gone through, maybe it's not even anything to do with relationships, maybe it's to do with career, whatever that is, I don't want to layer too much on top of that, is that you can plug in a new destination with this Knight of Cups, a new healing, reassuring energy. And I feel like that message is coming towards you. If it is love that you're worried about, this new emotional, the Knight of Cups is this emotional partner, is coming towards you. But also, if you are willing almost to meet it halfway, is what I'm hearing, is plugging that into the GPS, plugging in that love is going to be coming to you, and you are that love, and you extend that hand and follow your passions, follow your desires with this Queen of Wands. And with the Justice card, it's really difficult, because obviously for a lot of different people this Five of Cups is going to ring differently. But with the Justice, I'm hearing it is not your job to rain down justice on this person or this situation. And I'm not here to give legal advice or anything like that. Sorry, before I just thought I'd put that caveat in there. But with the Justice card, every seed that you sow, positive or negative, is going to have an outcome later on down the line. And for you, and because this is where you are, planting good seeds for yourself is going to bring out what the abundant universe wants to give you or wants to provide for you. So every single seed, that you plant in the way of love, in extending love to others, because, and I'm hearing this say, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And I'm not saying that you guys are going to go out and be vigilantes and do, like, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that you can learn, and actually you can look back on the past and accept that you can't change it. Like the Queen of Wands, you know, whatever emotional things has happened to you, whatever situation that is, you can look back, you can accept that, and that you can't change it, but you can learn from it. And with changes in your present, whether that's setting boundaries for yourself, not allowing people's thoughts and anxieties to affect you, and just saying, actually, I know what my light is telling me. I know, because I was in that situation, how I feel about it and what my thoughts are. I actually don't need, you can talk to people about your thoughts and feelings, which you absolutely should, but you don't need to take on their thoughts and their feelings, because actually yours are the most important in this. And actually, with actions in your present moment, in this present state, the seeds that you plant, the flip of switch that you make to love will affect your future energy and your future circumstances. It's all about that balance. And actually, the sword of justice, the universe, the abundant universe will provide. Karmically, the universe sorts our stuff out for us when we need it, as in terms of everyone. And especially if maybe this person or situation, they were acting through that lens of fear, like I spoke about, until they flip that switch and until they change their behavior, their scales are going to almost remain the same in terms of how the kind of energy that they get back. So my glorious friends, know that whatever it is that you have gone through, and I feel that for a lot of you it's going to be very different, but maybe in some love, maybe some career, whatever that is, know that you have gone through things before, and you always come out of it with this Queen of Wands, with this just do it energy, and this thirst to have this passion for life. And with the Scorpion, that is what it is. And Spirit is saying, tap into your fire, tap into your fire side. You don't need to worry about this air, about these thoughts, because you know intuitively what your next step should be, and also what is going to drive you forwards, your passions, your creativity, and just know that the good seeds that you are planting now, maybe that's the good behaviors to others, the actions that you make in the present moment, or just releasing that energy and shutting that energy off from you so that it can't drain any of your additional resources, is going to make you stronger for your future and for the future that you are creating. So my glorious friends of my penguin pile, and I forgot to mention, penguins are my favorite wild animal, because and I always get asked this why, and I say because they're formidable. And it's not usually, I mean, they're huddly, they're cuddly, they, you know, keep each other warm, all of those things, but also they, in terms of anything, whether that's snowstorms, whatever, they always return to love, and they have one partner, they give each other pebbles, all of those things, carry their eggs and share the load, all of that stuff. But they always connect to love no matter what, and they are always there in the huddle watching out for each other. So my glorious friends of the penguin pile, I am sending so much love to you. I hope the reading resonated and the advice was useful, or you know, or it helped you kind of frame the situation maybe differently. Whatever it is, I hope it helped. I really hope to see you guys next time. If you'd like to see more from me, please do hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I hope to see you guys there. Bye. Hi, my lovely friends of the elephant pile. So if you pick the rose quartz elephant, then this reading is going to be for you. So we're going to start with the horse and the unicorn firstly. So with the horse, this is the current energy that you may be exhibiting in this situation, or just generally. And the unicorn is the energy to tap into, or the advice that the animal spirit guides would say to tap into. So firstly, I just want to say how powerful you guys are. Firstly, that's a first for me to, like, as in not a first for me to say you guys are powerful, everyone watching this video, but with, as in, I kind of feel like, do you need me? But maybe you do just need to hear it, but so from a third party. So with the horse, this is, maybe you have earth placements. This is heavy earth energy, so Capricorn, Virgo or Taurus. You do not have to have those placements in your chart. We also have, in terms of chariot, we have the Cancer, we have Scorpio in the death card, and we've also got the Two of Swords, so air signs, Aquarius, Gemini or Libra, but you do not have to have those placements, like I said. But with the horse energy, the energy that you're currently in, this is a master of that earthly energy, of being driven towards goals, no matter what the storm is like, no matter what obstacles, there is just this tenacity and this persistence to go after what you want. And it's any obstacle that is in your way, charging through. And literally, when the unicorn fell out, it slipped out my mouth. I went, upgrade, literally like that. So with the unicorn, I feel like you are already on this path to charging towards what you want and going towards where you intuitively feel called to. Because with horse, I mean, you can have wild horses, your spirit can feel like it's running wild and free, but either way, I feel like you guys, even if there's detours and obstacles, like I said, you are running wildly and freely because it is your free will and determination towards where you want to go. And it's your decision if you choose to go down a different field or a different road than usual, because that's your wild intuitive spirit telling you to go down there, or you just feel like you just want to feel that impulsivity. And with the unicorn, this is linked to the third eye chakra, this card, and it's your again intuitive knowing, but also this wisdom and connection to the divine and connection to that gut feeling, which you can't always put into words, you can't always feel it sometimes, but you know it's there. And with the beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. This feels again like this horse, this dedication. And again, beaver, I mean, they're water, but they're also a bit earth. They are kind of the earthly bringers around of home and security and stability in terms of building their dams and everything. Every single experience, everything you are collecting is laying your foundation in order to almost be this emperor in some ways, is what I'm hearing, even though the emperor's not here, but in order to create your stability and your security, in order for then your intuition, your creativity, your play to flow on top of it. So everything you're doing now, every hour, everything you're putting in, that spirit, that drive to make something that you can't see or you don't even know the full aspects of it, is only going to make you feel stronger. And with this magician, and I literally said, you guys are so powerful. I mean, holy major arcana here. Let's talk about this. With the magician, you guys have everything, and you have, honestly, you can wield any tool that you want. Earth, wind, fire, water, whatever. You are a mastery, you are a lightning rod for the divine at the moment. And even the horse has the moon like on its third eye, the intuition. You have the ability, like I said, to create your future and create what you want with action, which you already are doing. And Spirit is saying to keep going. With action, willpower and determination, you can manifest what you want in terms of that, because you are a lightning rod for the divine. There is this connection at the moment through leaning into the divine, leaning into that energy. Or if you don't feel like you're quite there yet, because of this Two of Swords, I feel like there is awareness on your part that even if you feel like you're in the stalemate and you're not quite there yet, you are at a crossroads, at a stalemate, or maybe you feel like you've overcome that. So however you felt or feel, you know that the old path, it's a decision between the past and the future, like the upgrade or to stay in that. Sorry, I'm not a gamer. I'm like 2.0, PS5. It's like PS4, PS5. There we go, that's it. You can basically choose to continue down this past road, or this new avenue which is being carved out, that actually you have carved out or you feel intuitively pulled to. That's where that stalemate lies, between your mind and your heart. Maybe your mind is telling you, you know, there's obstacles, there's things to push through, all of these things, but actually you have innate faith that everything is going to work out for you. And actually, with this death card, this is the change, and it's the awareness that actually you are already changing and transforming, and it's how you greet this change which is the most important thing. And again, this change is coming to you like the Chariot. It's running, that engine's on, or the horse is already going, whether you're on it or not. And I feel like your spirit is calling you to kind of jump on, let go, kind of let your hands off the wheel and see where it goes. And with the Chariot, victory is going to be yours if you allow yourself to realize how you wield everything you need within you, and your thoughts have power. All of these things, your intuition has so much power, your emotions, and also everything that you've built in terms of your sensational world, everything is within you, and you carry forward as experiences, in order to accept this change and transform yourself. And with this High Priestess card as well, again, this is a real strong intuitive spirit here, but also it's saying, you've got the two heavenly parents of the tarot, the Magician and the High Priestess. You are a reflection of the divine. Everything within you, you have all the knowledge, the experience, the resources in order to create what you want. We've got yang and yin, and you are perfectly in this kind of cosmic egg, as it were, of action and internal intention and feeling. And it's this real sweet spot that you've hit. And again, don't allow anything, maybe anyone, to deter you from going down this path, which I feel like you know that you are drawn to. And actually, it may feel really scary to kind of have this hands off the wheel approach, as it were. But like, life is a mystery, everything is a mystery, and that's the beauty of it as well. And actually, you've prepared as much as you can for this, and actually you can keep going along the way as well. If things change, you change course, you find a new direction, all of those things. And with the Death card, like I was saying, you have actually already changed by having this awareness. You've actually already put your toe onto this new path. Plunge in, and don't let anyone tell you what your foundation should be, or tell you how you should do it, or what that is, because you have all the resources. And also, if they do give you their thoughts and actually their advice is useful, brilliant, but you can filter out what is useful and what is not, because you have everything within you to know what actually sits correctly with you. And know that everything that you build on top of your foundation of connecting to the divine and connecting to the universe and the gifts from there, and co-creating, meeting them halfway, because you are meeting them halfway with this action and willpower of this Magician card, is going to create the goals that you're hoping to do. And again, with the elephant as well, the rose quartz elephant, which you guys picked as well. With elephants, I think of the light, the play, the kind of holding of the tails, leading the way, all of those things, but also just how, you know, how tough, and how they're gentle giants, especially, and wisdomous, all of these things, but they could overcome any obstacle as well that they really wanted to get through. So my glorious friends of the elephant pile, because I'm not doing pile numbers, but whatever situation that you're in, know that you are on the right track, you're on the right path, and whatever obstacles may feel like they're in front of you, whatever options, that kind of thing, trust and have faith that your intuition is telling you what to do. And I feel like you already know deep down what that is, because I feel like you're already actually there, you're actually already on that track, on that road. So glorious friends of the elephant rose quartz pile, I am going to leave this reading here for you guys there. I hope it resonated, I hope it was useful, and yeah, I absolutely loved reading for you guys. You were an absolute joy. I'd love to see you next time. If you'd like to see me there, please do hit that subscribe button. Until next time, bye. Hi lovely friends of the duck pile. So if you picked the Jade Duck, then this reading is going to be for you. So firstly, we're going to look at Tarantula and Dragonfly. So Tarantula is the energy that you may currently be in or feeling the effects of, and the Dragonfly is the energy that your animal spirit guides would like you to tap into or kind of frame or the situation as and kind of lean into more so. So with the tarantula energy and also the dragonfly energy, we could be looking at in fire signs with the tarantula, so that's Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, and with the dragonfly, with the air placements, it could be Libra, Aquarius or Gemini, but you do not have to have those placements in your chart. That's just generally what Spirit is asking me to say, because we've obviously got the Knight of Wands here, so fire signs especially is very active at the moment. And with the tarantula, I feel like there may be this feeling of feeling at a crossroads, or knowing that there is a kind of path that Spirit maybe is calling you to, your intuition deep down is calling you to go down there, but there may be kind of that you may feel like you're falling into over intellectualizing and trying to claw onto what you knew and that connection, because with the 10 of Cups in reverse, I feel like maybe you feel this calling, this alarm bell to walk down this new road, this crossroad, kind of like the Judgment card. You hear it innately, but there's something that keeps dragging you, or different voices, or that self-doubt, that over-intellectualization, which is causing you to lean into the security you knew, or kind of claw onto what you have, because even though you're excited and you feel like, yes, I do want to embrace that call, there's something within you which is saying, no, hold on to this security, which again is it's kind of your what was I going to say? Sorry. It's kind of that kind of caveman instinct, as it were, of us kind of trying to, it's that animals side of the brain of fear of the unknown, fear of letting go of what we know, in search for something else. But actually your animal spirit guides are telling you that with this dragonfly energy, to tap into that that wisdom, that knowing, and also find stillness. With the tarantula, there's this want to, like I said, almost fall back or fall down the crossroads into what you had, but actually knowing that you don't actually find as much satisfaction or maybe emotional growth and fulfillment in the things that you once did, and or the things that you are clawing onto, because actually you can see the potential for this other path, this path that Spirit has, even if it's shrouded in mystery and you're not sure, and there's this kind of illusion around it. But again, fearing the unknown and stepping into that space, the space that you haven't explored, that is the excitement of life. And actually, I feel like your intuition is calling you to that moment, because even though those things, they emotionally fulfilled you and gave you stability and that happy community and connections, all of those things are not going to leave you, because they are a part of you. And with the High Priestess, you are a reflection of above, and you have all of the resources, the knowledge, the experience, and the experience of love and all of those people to take you to this next destination. And with this Knight of Wands, for some people, maybe that is even exploring overseas or journeying away from the kind of security of where you are living, that kind of thing, because this Knight of Wands can also mean flight and emigration. So maybe for some people it's actually more of a traveling the world, as it were, or something like that, or following, if not that, following your passions and your intuition. That is what it's calling you to do, is direct that urge, that inspiration, that feeling within you, and change your direction. And with the dragonfly, that is that, and finding that stillness at the crossroads to really clear your mind, because when we're so busy jumping from one thing to the next, or not fully taking that time to stand still when we're at this decision making period, we can feel clouded. It can feel a lot more overwhelming than actually when you still yourself, your intuition can come forward and then you can charge. Sometimes it feels like you have to be running, always needing, wanting more, all of these things, but actually taking that moment of reflection is really, really important for you. And with the Four of Pentacles, I want to kind of go back, you know, sometimes we can make a prison of what we knew, that energy, which actually we don't realize, like whether that's career, finances, security, sensation. Maybe you feel like if some people are going traveling or journeying away, that kind of thing, maybe you feel like that's going to be a step away from your family or your friends or your soul friends or your chosen family, whoever that is. But actually holding on to that security and everything doesn't allow new experiences to come our way, or it becomes harder for them to get to us, and you're almost living in your stagnating energy, not the energy of the things and the people, but actually your energy feels like it's not getting as fulfilled because you're not releasing and bringing in new things. And like I said, that's not relationships or anything like that. It's just like if you spend weeks upon weeks on end with your family, you feel healed, reassured, you've got all of that security, support, all of those things, but actually it's a different energy than when you're with your friends as well. So you need both to kind of balance you out. It's that thing, it's not one or the other. And with the Four of Cups, I feel like in some ways emotionally, there may be this worry about what is on the horizon, of what energy to flip to, and following the intuition, all of those things. But actually you may not be seeing, because you may be looking at what you don't have, or the part of what may happen emotionally, all of those things, of the new opportunities, the new emotional experiences flowing to you, like we've already said. And maybe you've actually already had that opportunity to go or follow your intuition or act on that impulse that you feel, and you may have just not been looking for it because you're caught up in the illusion of, do I want to embrace it anyway, when actually the opportunities may be filing in for you, coming for you, Spirit's plan may be kind of aligning, and you may be missing it because there's this kind of over intellectualization, there we go, that's the word, or overthinking, which is kind of getting you bogged down in looking so deeply at, how is this emotionally going to fulfill me, how is this going to help me, all of these things, that when the easy new energy, the Ace of Cups moments come in for this full heart, this abode, what the Ace of Cups is what the Ten of Cups wants to be when it grows up, like that raw energy for you to emotionally build upon. When that comes in, you may not be even looking for it, looking at it, and you just may be in this period where you don't even know if it's there, but it is there, it is coming to you. And like I said, with this High Priestess card, yes, the future may be shrouded in mystery, illusion, all of those things, but actually you have that power within you, as above so below, to forge this path with Spirit. And it feels like sometimes that when these opportunities come in, that you feel like you're just kind of, especially if you're following your intuition, that you don't have control, but you absolutely do. You meet it halfway. And actually this is unconscious energy, this High Priestess, this yin energy that may be unactive at the moment, but it's a principle which wants to be activated by the divine, this leaning into it, this trust, this faith. And actually you have the free will to change circumstances, to follow your intuition, all those things, which is why at the tarantula, the crossroads, potentially you may have been falling back into security or known security. That is your choice, and that's not a bad thing to do. That is your safety, that is your blanket, that is what your brain tells you to do. But actually there may be, and you don't have to go down there, but there may be new things on this path which is waiting for you, maybe calling you. And actually, because you've heard the call, you have actually almost changed towards that path, because you're aware of it, you're aware of the changes within you, that actually your intuitive voice is strong, all of those things. So my glorious friends on the duck. And also the duck, I just saw it and it was like the deep waters. But it's that thing of maybe you feel like at the moment you are on the surface of things and there's this deep level, which not that you can't dive into it, because you can, you have that ability as the duck, but there's this almost this bed of things, the unconscious, or that or kind of the mystery below, but know that you can dive as deep as you want, or you can stay, like, either way you find other ducks and ducklings on the surface as well. But I just had that may not resonate with you guys, so sorry if that detour was not needed for you guys. But my glorious friends of the ducks, I'm going to leave that reading there for you guys today. I hope it resonated. I hope some of the advice was useful in there as well. But I really hope to see you guys again soon. If you'd like to see more of me, please do hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I hope to see you guys there. Bye. My glorious friends of the bear pile, so my bear cubs. If you pick the bear, then this reading is going to be for you. So I'm going to start with the hawk and the dragon energy firstly. So with the hawk, this is the energy that you may currently feel that you are in, or the situation that you find yourself. And then the dragon is the energy that your animal spirit guides and spirit, the universe, would like you to lean into, tap into, because you have that within you. So let's firstly start with the hawk energy. So the hawk is, well, we may be looking at air signs here, so that could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but we have so many other signs as well here. We've got Scorpio in the death card, we've got cups, we've got pentacles, so it does not matter if you don't have those air placements in your chart. What matters more is this energy of the hawk, and the hawk is this messenger, this divine messenger who flies through the wind, who flies through the sky, almost surveying and finding a new perspective, lifting off and traveling maybe elsewhere, but brings news on its wings. And I feel like for you guys, maybe you feel like you have had this, maybe it feels really small and insignificant, really small in terms of your whole grand life. With this mouse spirit, the 10 to the small things, it feels like it's just one minor piece on the ground of you surveying, as in your bird's eye view of your life. Maybe this news that's kind of been brought in, it feels really, really small and everything. And maybe this is this Ace of Pentacles, this new moment, this it's this fortuitous moment in time from spirit handing you this opportunity, this seed, this idea, this message for a new security or stability, and it's yours to plant, tend to, and nurture how you wish. And spirit is saying to me really clearly, like, even though it may feel really, really small and something like that feels a bit vulnerable or weak in terms of the mouse compared to the hawk. I'm not saying mice are vulnerable, but with the hawk, it may seem really small, like a small like Lego piece or chess piece on the board, but actually it is yours to do with what you would, and it is spirit's way of saying, this is for you, take it, run with it. And this can be with the Ace of Pentacles, maybe, like I said, new security, stability, but also could be job, career, finances, that kind of thing. And with the dragon spirit of what to tap into, this is, the dragon energy is linked to our third chakra, but it's all about our transcending the ego and tapping into this kind of watchful energy of the dragon can transform not only our external world, so our external sensational world, but also our internal. And that is what this Two of Cups is. So whatever this idea is, this small seed, it can really transform your life and connect you to love. And it feels like almost a soulmate connection, in terms of, not as in, it could be a person, it could be a relationship grounding, but also maybe news of coming in of a person. But whatever it is, it feels like it's a soul connection to, whether it's a job, a kind of a new way of security, finances. It feels like a rare connection that you have to act on. It's unsaid, but you feel unity and concord with it. And out of that, out of the cup of love, of feeling what you love, it really brings forward this opportunity again for growth and healing and reassuring energy. And Spirit is saying with this Fool card that you may not be able to see the net, you may not be able to see the full plan for it, as maybe you are used to as this hawk, seeing everything over your life. But with this Fool energy, it's really asking you to trust that even if you can't see that net, to take that leap of faith, jump in. And maybe parts of you, maybe the parts of your ego's plan or that kind of thing, maybe barking at you, telling you, no, don't jump off that cliff, that kind of thing. But the Fool is saying that because you carry all of your experiences, all of your baggage, as it were. You don't let it rule you, but you carry everything with you in order for this new journey. And this is your hatching. And it's so interesting that it's next to death as well. And death is all about transformative energy, about change and embracing the change. And I really feel like with this Fool energy, it's saying that this is one end of a cycle in order for almost a rebirth. And it may seem small now, this small seed, but actually it can take you so far. And the Ten of Pentacles is what the Ace of Pentacles wants it to be when it grows up. And for me, that is this wealth, this security, this family, this legacy that you leave. Because it's all from love and trust, by connecting with that love, maybe the love of the universe, and tending to the really small thing, the small seed, that actually maybe that might reap the biggest rewards for you. And with this Three of Cups, Spirit is saying so much, again, leaning into the love, so much celebration, abundance, security is coming to you, and festivity, joy. This is really leaning, again, how we had like soulmates or soul connection with the things. This is again another soul. Surround yourself with like-minded things or people or things that you want to be, that emotional energy, that emotional pull, because you will get that energy back to you. And maybe for some of you, if this is a love thing, maybe, like I said, maybe it was like someone coming back, or a message that someone was coming, sort of thing, who may not have been in your life massively, or may at one point, but it's kind of the perspective has shifted, whatever that is. Maybe it's going to shift again, and maybe in forms of a celebration you might see this person, or something like that is what I'm hearing for some people, but that may not be for everyone. Either way, this is an opportunity for change. And I am seeing with this turtle kind of hatching from the egg that it's really your opportunity to go where it flows. Like with the turtles, I see Finding Nemo, where they're all in the current, like just like floating around. But that is it. Like instinctually, I feel like you are going to know, even if you can't see, like I said, the whole thing. This is taking you to new directions, new winds, and new things to follow. And with the dragon, like, you have this watchful energy within you to not only change, like I said, your external surroundings, but also your internal world. And actually, this is connecting you more to love and more to that energy of abundance, freedom, and all good things. And yeah, when you lean into that love, when you lean into the love of the universe and those around you, or ideas that you have, and you follow your nose in that way, you transcend more of this ego, but also you tap into this dragon energy of your true self, your inner confidence, all of these things. So my glorious, glorious friends, my bear cubs, I'm going to leave this reading here for you guys today. I really hope it resonated. If you do feel like you maybe know what this seed is, that kind of thing, that message, or if you haven't quite yet had that seed, or maybe you can't quite identify what it is, know that with this Ace of Pentacles, that you will feel it, and maybe something might have clicked for you, or maybe in the next couple of hours or days you might be like, actually maybe that was what that message was, or that seed of that idea. And just know that even if it's small, that does not mean that it will remain small to you forever, because you may shift your perspective, like I said, get closer to the ground, or it may, you know, grow and become so much of your perspective. So my glorious friends, I'm going to leave that reading there for you guys today. I really hope it resonated. I hope there was some useful advice in there. I absolutely loved doing your reading today. I'd love to see you next time. If you'd like to see me there too, please do hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I really hope to see you guys there. Bye. Hello, my glorious friends of Dragon Pile. So if you picked the Dragon Opalite, then this reading is going to be for you. So firstly, let's look at Stingray and Earthworm. So Stingray is the energy that you may currently be in, or that you may currently feel or exist. And then the Earthworm is what energy, spirit and messages that spirit would like you to lean into or tap into, because that is all within you already. So with Stingray, I feel like you are at this moment, almost at this crossroads, where you want to follow and build your confidence in terms of and with the Stingray, it's all about that backbone, that line, that energy, that line of energy, all of our chakras aligning and really aligning to your truest self and the vision that you have for yourself. But with the Stingray as well, when we want to tap into that confidence and all of those things, and I see the bee as well as confidence, and it's also actually my personal sign for when I ask spirit for signs, or my guides for signs, that's what I ask them for, is a bee. And I always think of the bee almost as my confidence and as my kind of light energy for that. And with the Stingray, I feel like that is what you are looking for, and you want to almost step more into yourself, into your power, and into and align with your chakras, your balance, and what you want your life purpose to be. But there may be other voices, there may be people around you, or maybe it's even fears and anxieties almost put on top of you, of the fear of going down this direction, of being your truest self. There may be doubts, self-doubts within you, all of those things. But Spirit is saying with the Earthworm card that, especially if you're surrounded or you're transforming into a different field or something like that of what you're not used to, everyone who you look up to in that field or whatever it is, in that area, whoever that is, they at one point started from this Earthworm energy, started from the basics. And trust that everyone has been there, has felt like an earthworm, has felt like they have to move through that sludge, move through that mud, create something almost out of nothing, as it were, and get by. And you will continue to grow, gain momentum, gain power. And this Earthworm is not around, energy is not around forever. And by leaning into what you want to do, sweet results await with this bee spirit card. And the bee as well, I think of the hive, connection, and with the Three of Pentacles, we've got that there as well, teamwork, creating results, again, out of sweet nectar, and making that sweet honey, making sweet out of sweet, by leaning into yourself, leaning into who you are and what you want to do. Sweetness is going to come to you, because that's where your energy lives, your inspiration is, your creativity, and also all the people that you want to align to and be more like, who started off as earthworms, are also there for you to gain inspiration from, creativity, wisdom. And with the Three of Pentacles as well, you know, this is going to feel like a team effort. You may be, like I was saying with the Earthworm, starting from basics, or starting, maybe if it's completely new field, maybe if you're watching this and you were doing something and you decided, no, I'm going to go and do that, or maybe this is your first thing in this area. It could be, you know, career, with the Pentacles, career, jobs, security, stability, home life, your sensational world. It is going to be a team effort, and every single seed, every plan that you make will have that sweet result as well. Everything that you put in now is going to bring around that. And you can lean into others as well. Like I was saying with others being in that situation. Lean into other people's wisdoms and that kind of thing. And gain your confidence that way, because together you can move mountains. And it's not a solo endeavor for this. There is so much for you to learn, but also gifts that you can give to others. With the Queen of Swords, maybe there's this maybe someone who is a air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, or maybe you have those placements, but we've got water and earth as well, so it's kind of a mixed bag. But maybe you guys are more water signs with this King of Cups is what I'm hearing. So water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or earth, we have got Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But you don't have to have those placements, that's fine. But maybe there is someone who is a Queen of Swords, or maybe you feel like this has been your energy of making your plan. And like I was saying with this Three of Pentacles, start to make your plan and follow it. And you may not have the full perspective over everything. Like with the moon, there may be this illusion, this shrouding of mysticism, and you may not be able to tell at this stage who is a friend or a foe, who is going to give you this energy, who is going to give you this shot, this chance. I'm hearing Alexander Hamilton, throwing away my shot. Like, I don't want to throw away my shot, sorry. And trust that maybe a lot of it is a illusion in your mind, in that unconscious, in your fears and anxieties, but actually you have the strength to cut through. Or someone with this Queen of Swords may give you that opportunity or help you cut through that, because we've got this teamwork card. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is all about give and take. With this earthworm energy, you are going to be giving as much as you are receiving as well. So if you don't feel like you're at the stage that you want to be, the established, no one is. Everyone is continuing to grow. Everyone is working their way towards their goals and their dreams and their aspirations. And actually, you have a lot to give as well. And you are an integral member in this team or in this effort, this project, whatever it is as well. You bring your skills, your resources, your energy, and your energy, your passion, your commitment. Actually, that speaks volumes more than anything, because happy worker bees, it's all about that light energy, that mucking in, doing your part for the great. I'm hearing B movie as well, which is obviously where they all get assigned jobs and everything, and that's what their whole life is kind of leading up to, is them falling into a kind of job category within the hive. But you have so much within you, and you are not only going to receive gifts of knowledge and maybe in terms of career, finances, different opportunities are going to keep coming to you, as long as you expend that energy and also give to others as well, and keep tipping those and balancing those scales, and make sure that you are giving your time, giving your resources as much as you can, even if you don't feel like you've got much to give at this moment in terms of experience maybe in this certain sector, or if you do, brilliant. Or maybe you feel like it's a new job or something like that, but trust that you are an integral member of the team, and actually your energy, it speaks volumes. And with this King of Cups as well, if you're worried about becoming this established and like feeling established in terms of yourself and your confidence and who you are already that. You are already aligning to that. And you have an authority over your emotions, and you can follow your heart. You can create your heart's desires, your heart's plan. This King of Cups is a brilliant character, a creative and artistic, inspired, intuitive person who is healed and reassured by their energy, as the stingray would be as well. And it's all about that balance, you know, balancing on one leg and that kind of thing, balancing who you are and bringing who you are to this thing, whatever it is, and trusting that even though you may not know the full picture at the moment, your light as well, your light is guiding you, and also your instincts as well. Also with all of these animals, I think about animal instincts. You know, and you have that nose for what is sweet and what inspires you, and chase that feeling, and trust no matter what people are saying, no matter how you feel about maybe not being the top of your game or anything like that, there are always going to be people that we look up to, always people that we aspire to be more like, and absolutely, that's brilliant. But as well, they are human too. They have been through their struggles. They have been through this earthworm energy before. And actually, there are still things that they are going after and they're looking to do and be. And they may not feel completely aligned to who they are either. It's a balancing act within all of us, that mind, heart. But you have all the skills, all the resources. And remember that by giving it your all, giving your energy and finding balance within yourself between that sweet spot between your inspiration, your creativity, your artistry and your energy and giving that as well, that's beautiful, and you're going to feel like you're more aligned to whatever it is that you are chasing and that you want. And even if other people can't see the picture and maybe their fears and anxieties are almost feeling like they're getting on top of you, trust that is their fears, not yours. And actually you may feel intuitively and inspired by this path, so trust it. Trust yourself, trust your thoughts and your feelings. Filter out, because other people's thoughts and energy is brilliant and can help guide us, especially if we are in this earthworm and, like I said, this give and take. But you know internally what is best for you, what advice actually sticks with you, and what is actually going to help you and what you resonate with. Not everything I've said might resonate with you, but you filter out, you take what resonates and you leave what doesn't at the door, because you have free will and control, and everything you have ever encountered is building you up to the person that you are now, and the decisions that you then feel informed to make and all of that stuff. It's so brilliant. So just keep knowing, keep working, and every single thing that you put in at this point is going to have a later payoff. So my glorious friends of the dragon pile, I'm going to leave this reading here for you guys there. I hope it resonated, or parts of it resonated, and the advice was useful today. I loved reading your cards. I'd absolutely love to read them again. If you'd like to see me again, please do hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I hope to see you guys there. Bye.